Okay, what does it mean to watch Jerusalem when Jerusalem gets surrounded by all these people? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, in simple terms, Jerusalem is the center of global end-time controversy. The Lord has ordained that this city, whereby his son would rule the nations from, would become a magnet of global controversy. And so Satan will gather all of the nations together against Jerusalem. And that's exactly what we see right now. I always liken it to a storm. It starts swirling. It's a tropical storm. Next thing you know, the whole East Coast. And it pulls everything into the eye of the storm. Jerusalem is the global eye of the storm. And all of the nations, whether they like to or not, they're getting pulled into that controversy, and particularly the Middle East. But the growing hatred of Israel, the growing hatred of Jerusalem, and what Trump did by declaring, by the United States recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of the state of Israel, praise God, because that's scriptural. But at the same token, it's furthering the controversy. It's pushing that issue along. So
we talked about that,
Yeah,
Sue.
we
And
have.
what did you ask me?
Well, I was wanting him to explain, to some of the people out there that don't understand, why is it so controversial?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's spiritual. But on the surface,
Yeah.
they would say it's because of the Palestinians and the Jews are occupiers, and they took the land from, and all of the Palestinian propaganda narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Now, by the same token, that narrative is distorted, it's twisted, it demonizes and casts all Jews in these negative, racist caricatures. But by the same token, we do need to recognize that there were some Arabs there. Of course, a lot of them were imported. And we need to sort of pray and say, Lord, give us wisdom for how to relate to this people, many of which have this hatred toward Israel. But by the same token, recognize that according to the scriptures and according to law, Jerusalem belongs to Israel. Who gets to determine the capital of Mexico?
Yeah.
Mexicans.
That's
Mexico.
Yeah.
Who gets to determine the capital of Israel? Israelis. It's that simple. But the whole world wants to tell Israel, no, you don't have a right to say what your capital is. That's racism. It really is.
Could we see Syria being the tipping point for Israel to go to war with Iran?
Yes, absolutely. Syria right now. Look at this. Syria. We've got ministries working right on the border. You've got Chinese troops. You've got Russian troops. You've got Syrian troops. You've got French troops, American troops, Iranian troops. 3 years ago, I said, watch, the Iranians are going to be in Syria right now. There's over 60,000. Qasem Soleimani, the general from Iran, is actually leading. You've got Iranian troops right on Israel's border. So, I mean, it's not just Iran. Turkish military is there. There is so much going on. That potential powder keg is that's a whole show. But yes, Israel is going. It's that thing's coming to a head. Iran is not just over there anymore. They're right on Israel's border, and Israel has a right to defend themselves.